Hey guys, welcome back to Reserved Investments on YouTube. And as you guys know, I like to regularly introduce my audience to articles that were written by other experts in the trade, whether it's Wayne Jordan, whether it's Harry Rinker, whether it's another columnist or expert that I have yet to introduce on this channel. Hint, hint, I do from time to time like to do videos about the columns and about the concepts that a lot of these experts bring forth in the overall antiques and collectibles trade. That way, my core audience isn't always getting my own perspective. Remember, guys, I do write for Antiques and Auction News. I have been writing for Antiques and Auction News since 2013. Before that, I have been involved in the antiques and collectibles trade in some form or fashion since the age of 12. I am now 44 years old. I am also a consultant in the antiques and collectibles trade. So what I want to share with you today is an article that Harry Rinker wrote and published back in 2018. For those of you that follow Mr. Rinker's work, and you all should be following Mr. Rinker's work, it is directly located on his website. Just go to www.harryrinker.com and look for column 1624. For those of you that don't want to do that, rest assured, I posted a link directly to this article in the video description below so that Harry Rinker gets credit for writing this spectacular article. The article is entitled, Are Antiques and Collectibles Evergreen? Now in this video, I am not going to read you the whole article, and I am not going to define the term evergreen. If you want to learn what the term evergreen means in this connotation, you got to click on the article and you got to read the whole article for yourself. What I am going to do, I am going to read certain paragraphs from this article because I agree 100% with this article, and I want to give you my assessment on the powerfulness of these particular words and paragraphs and what they mean to people who have a love for a lot of these objects that we all collect, that we all adore, that we may invest in, that we may speculate in, that we may also have a strong emotional attachment to. So in this article, Harry Rinker states, and I quote, "The deep, abiding love collectors feel toward their favorite objects is without question. Their passion, enthusiasm, and unquestionable devotion is more than ample proof. The difficulty is that this love is often so intense that it clouds reality. The possibility that someone could not love what the collector loves is unfathomable. The assumption that future generations will share the same commitment is sacrosanct. Where would this business be without dreamers? I was known, meaning Harry Rinker, as the Beanie Meanie during the Beanie Baby craze. I was the this too shall pass naysayer. My opinions were a perfect foil for radio and television hosts seeking controversy for ratings' sake. At the height of the craze, I was member of a television panel that was examining the Beanie Baby collecting phenomenon. In addition to me, the panel consisted of one of the leading Beanie Baby price guide authors, a Beanie Baby newsletter editor, and a crazed collector. They believed Beanie Babies would be their life focus until they died. My comments about the history of manipulated primary and secondary markets, the track record for speculative collectible bubbles, and that the hoarding of collectibles has never proven lucrative, fell on deaf ears. They were Beanie Baby gurus. Their heart told them they were right. The secondary market at the time proved them right. What is true today is not necessarily true tomorrow. The remark I most remember from the conversation was a claim by one of the panelists that Beanie Babies were the new Hummel figurines. I was too stunned to reply, meaning Harry Rinker. By the 1990s, the secondary Hummels market was in a state of collapse. Hummel collectors who exited in the early 1980s did benefit from the boom of market prices. Those who stayed the course, let me repeat that, those who stayed the course watched the value of their treasures plummet. There are still a few who believe that someday the market will turn around. There is no rainbow connection in the antiques and collectibles secondary market. The lovers The dreamers and me exist only in Muppet movies. I want you guys to take the time to read this entire article because you are going to get another perspective from somebody who has been operating in the antiques and collectibles trade for a lot longer than I've been alive. I'm just going to state that. I want you to read this article, and I want to let you know that I care about your thoughts in the comment section below. So I'm going to be very enthralled to read your thoughts, whether positive or negative. Now, I got to state, I agree 100% with what this market report or this column by Harry Rinker is stating by and large in the antiques and collectibles trade. There is no such thing over the long term of a pop culture collectible being a blue chip investment in the overall antiques and collectibles trade. That's all I want to say on this video. Please take the time to read this article. Again, link to it is in the video description below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.